When I started in video production, I wish someone had told me just how crucial pre-production is. If you've ever wondered why some projects fall apart before they even begin, then this video is for you. Welcome back to SAVP. My name is Angelo, and in our last video, we discussed the entire workflow for video production very broadly. Today, we're taking a closer look at pre-production, why it's important, and how it just might be the most crucial part of the entire process. It can determine whether your project is a success or a failure before you hit record. Pre-production is often considered the backbone of a successful video, with around 70% of the whole video production process happening in this stage. This stage includes several key components, each essential for ensuring a smooth and successful shoot. By thoroughly planning your pre-production, you set yourself up for a seamless production experience and a high-quality final product. And to help you get started, I'm going to include a comprehensive list of questions we ask ourselves before every production in a free guide at the end of the video. This guide serves as kind of an evaluation framework to ensure that your story is original, engaging, coherent, and practically feasible for production. So stay tuned to the end. As I've said it before, the worst kinds of shoots happen when not enough pre-production planning is done. If you do enough planning, you can prevent these issues and pave the way for a successful and seamless production experience. Let's talk about developing the concept and idea for your video. This is where your creative journey begins, and it often takes a lot to come up with an original idea. Take the time to truly study the core principles from storytelling that humans have been using for thousands of years. By understanding essential story structures, common tropes, and referencing books on screenwriting and storytelling, you can better craft a solid and engaging concept. Once you know these story structures, you can add in your own twists and make it unique. Whether you're crafting a blockbuster film or a corporate video, the fundamentals of storytelling apply everywhere. A well-structured story can captivate your audience, convey your message effectively, and leave a lasting impression. Once your concept is set in stone, it then transitions into screenwriting. Keep in mind that your script is the foundation of your project, laying out the narrative, dialogue, and specific actions. A well-written script provides clear direction and ensures that everyone understands the story that you're trying to tell. For narrative work, there are scripting tools out there like Celltext or Final Draft that can help you organize and format your script professionally. However, for corporate video, it's more about crafting the key message. If you're conducting interviews, you'll need to think about what kind of questions to ask to support that message and draw out the right information from your subjects. After your script is finalized, it's time for storyboarding. Storyboards can help you visualize each shot of your sequence. Think of them as comic versions of your script, illustrating key scenes and camera movements. They can be incredibly useful for communicating your vision to your team and ensuring everyone stays on the same page. For corporate videos, storyboarding can help outline the flow of information, making the content more engaging and easier to follow. By investing time in developing a strong concept, writing a detailed script, and creating thorough storyboards, you can set up a solid foundation for your project's success. This planning process ensures a clear, cohesive vision that can guide your team through production and result in a polished and effective final product. Next, we have location scouting. This step is crucial as finding the perfect setting for your scenes can significantly impact the overall feel and authenticity of your video. When scouting locations, it's best to consider these several factors. Lighting. Natural light can be a great asset, but you need to know how it changes throughout the day. While natural light is helpful, we always recommend choosing a location where you have the most control over the lighting as possible, and still using studio lights for your production. Even if you're filming outdoors, you'll still want to support the natural light, and we do this with studio lights and modifiers to enhance your scene. Acoustics. Make sure the location doesn't mess with your audio. It's best to avoid places that echo or have lots of background noises like a city street. If you can, close the city street. And if you need to, try dampening the sound with sound blankets or moving blankets. Accessibility. Ensure that your crew and equipment can easily access the location. And also consider any permits or permissions required to shoot there. You may have to spend more money renting out the locations if you want a private space. When it comes to locations, it's best to take your time to consider all of your options. It's typically either going to be set in a studio, outdoors, or even your own company headquarters. The key is to always choose what serves your story best and what sends the right message to the viewer. Think about what they might be telling themselves when they're watching your video. Does it look professional? Is it boring? Is it too much? These are all important questions to consider, and you should be thinking about it from their point of view, not yours. If you have the time and the budget allows for it, physically scouting the locations prior to filming can be incredibly beneficial. Remember that no matter how many photos or video walkthroughs you have of your location, they're never going to truly represent what it looks like in person. By visiting the location, you can start thinking about your setups, your lighting, the acoustics, and so much more, potentially saving a lot of time and money during the production. Selecting the right locations helps bring your script to life and provides a realistic backdrop that enhances your storytelling. Now let's move on to assembling your crew and organizing equipment. These are essential components of any production. When you're assembling your crew, choose individuals who are not only skilled, but enthusiastic and reliable. Some key roles include the director, camera operators, sound engineers, and the lighting team. A good team can bring different perspectives and skills to the table, making your projects more robust and higher quality. Depending on the size of the production and your level of expertise, you might find yourself wearing multiple hats. This is completely normal, and it makes a lot of sense in this day and age. Many companies want to look for one-man bands that can handle it all. However, as productions get bigger, it's pretty unrealistic to expect one person to manage everything long-term and for larger budgets. This is where third-party video production teams come into play. They have the years of experience, the equipment, and the know-how to execute your vision, but it helps a ton if you know what's going on. If you don't understand what each role entails or even how to communicate your vision to a team, it could end up costing you more time and resources just to get the job done. By understanding the basics of each role, you can effectively convey your ideas, provide clear direction, and ensure that everybody is working towards the same goal. This knowledge not only streamlines the production process, but also helps you build a collaborative environment where creativity can thrive. Having the right equipment is vital for a successful production. Make sure that when you're setting up that you create a detailed list of all the gear that you need. This includes everything from camera lenses to lighting and sound equipment. Besides just having the equipment, make sure that it's in good working condition by conducting tests and ensure that you have backups for critical items to avoid any on-set mishaps. If you're just starting out, it's especially important to know what you need and why it's important. Understanding the purpose of each piece of equipment will help you make informed decisions and avoid unnecessary expenses. Research and familiarize yourself with the basics, such as different types of cameras, lenses, lighting setups, audio, to ensure that you're well prepared. If you're hiring a crew to assist with the production, they should already possess the necessary items in-house or have an established relationship with trusted vendors to rent the equipment. This can be a huge advantage as they bring years of experience, ensuring that the gear is not only available, but also configured and ready to support your production. Collaborating with a professional crew means that you can rely on their expertise to handle the technical aspects, allowing you to focus more on the creative direction. But by being thorough and organizing your equipment with your planning, you can minimize disruptions and ensure a smoother production process. This preparation is crucial for bringing your vision to life effectively and efficiently. I'm going to briefly recap project management, as I think it's a vast topic with many intricate details. So for now, I'll provide a brief overview, but in a future video, I plan on taking a deeper dive into the subject where we're going to explore it more thoroughly. Here are some things to consider. Detailed schedules. Develop a thorough schedule that outlines every aspect of the production. This includes pre-production meetings, shooting days, and post-production timelines. Efficient shooting. Plan to shoot in the most efficient way possible. This might include shooting scenes out of chronological order, and grouping scenes by location or actors can save a ton of time. Buffer time. Ensure there's plenty of time to set up and shoot each scene, making room for breaks and any unforeseen complications. Now that we've talked about each stage of the production process, I wanted to leave you with our comprehensive story and concept evaluation framework. We use this for spec ads, commercials, and it's really designed to ensure that your story is original, engaging, coherent, and practically feasible for production. We try to use it religiously before every project, and it forces us to carefully consider the story that we're telling, how we're going to support the message, and also keeps us within our limitations, which includes budget, locations, and time. By asking yourself these crucial questions, you'll be able to refine your concept, ensuring it aligns with your intended message and avoid any potential pitfalls during production. Don't miss out on this free resource. If you want a copy of it, check it out in the description below. You can turn it into a Notion page if you guys use Notion, or you can copy and paste it to your Google Docs. And there you have it, a closer look at pre-production planning. Remember that the more effort you put into this phase, the smoother your production will be. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more insights and tips on video production. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.